Hello everyone, welcome again to our Python from Scratch series. So in the last video, we discussed about the conditional statement in Python. Now we'll be understanding the loops in Python. So loop is when you tell Python or any programming language to repeat something over and over. Okay, so like I tell someone to sing a song 5 times for me, same song, play it 5 times. So that is kind of I am putting it on a loop. Okay, so in every programming language we need loops because there are particular condition, like we want to run execute particular amount of code again and again. Okay, so then we use loops. So the loop we use in Python are for loop, while loop, and then using break and continue with loops. So let's first understand for loop. So in for loop, we define a particular number, that how many times we want that particular loop to get execute. Okay, so that is the first loop. And for loop, I think we have used majorly, like if we have started on C, C++, any other language, Java. So for loop is the loop which is majorly used. This is the very basic loop. Okay. Okay, so let's move towards our Google Colab and let's try and see with an example. Okay, so let me write the syntax for loop. We use for with then variable I in range. So range we use to provide the number, how many times we want to execute this loop. So for example, I use 5 here and then I will print something here. Okay, so I'm telling Python to run this particular loop 5 times and use this variable to increase and storing the value. Okay, now let me execute it. So my hello is printed 5 times. Okay, so now I can also, in this range, I can also define from which index I want to start and till which index I want to execute. So for example, if I start here, so basically if you, it will, you have given 5 times, so there is no index here, it will just execute it 5 times. Okay, but if I provide it that I want to run it from 0 index and then till less than 5, means 0 to 4. Okay, this is the starting index and this is the end index plus 1. Okay, so basically if we define here 5, it will run from 0 to 4. If I define here 8, it will run from 0 to 7. Okay, minus 1. Okay, so let me print it. It should again run 5 times. Yeah, 5 times. Okay, now if I change it to 8, so now it should run 0 to 7 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now if I change it to 2, okay, now it will run from index 2 to 7. So that is 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and if you want, we can print this I also. Sorry. Number I. Okay, let me execute it. Yeah. Number 2, 3, 4, these are the index that are changing. Okay. So the next one is while loop. While loop says repeat until you get false. Okay, so we use while loop when we want to run a particular piece of code continuously again and again until a certain condition is false, then we use while loop. Okay, so let me show you the syntax. Okay, so the syntax of while loop is while, then our condition. Okay, it could be a condition and then what we want to perform here. Okay, we want to do anything here that we can provide here. Okay, so let me take a simple example of while loop. So now what I am doing is I have this variable. Okay, let me first create this variable. Count is equals to 5. Okay, let me wait 1. Okay, so now this is my example where I have given a count 1 and I am checking condition using the while loop. Run this while loop until count is less than equal to 5. Till then count is less than and equal to 5. I want to continuously execute this particular piece of code. Okay, and what this piece of code is doing? It just printing count and then it is increasing count by 1. Then again it will go here, like for example 1, then it will go here, 1 is less than 5, okay, it will come here, then it will do this count and then it will increase count, then for 2 it's less than 5, then in here, then 3, 4, 5, 5 is equal to 5, again it will execute because the condition is less than and equal to 5. So it will come here again and then it will do plus 1 and then it will move here with 6. Now 6 is not less than and equal to 5. So then it will exit this while condition because the condition is now false. Okay, so let me run this example. So you can see it is running for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it is not running for 6. Okay, now let me show you one more example using a real life based scenario of where we can use while loop. Okay, so now in this case I have this variable password in which nothing is there for now. Okay, and now in this while condition I am checking if password is not equal to open 123, I will not allow user to enter because the password for the access is open 123. Okay, and what I am doing, if it is not 123, I am just basically providing user this input text area that enter the secret password. Otherwise, I will not grant you the permission. Once the user provide this 123, this condition is false. Okay, the condition gets false that password is not equal to 123. No, password is equal to 123 now, and then it will become false, and then it will come out of this loop, and then it will write access granted. Okay, until this condition is true, I will continuously give user the prompt to enter the password. Okay, let me execute it. Okay, so for the first time the password was empty, so it is empty is not equal to 123. It came here and it asking me secret password. I type something random and then I hit enter. Then it's again saying enter the secret password. It is not allowing me to proceed. If I try some combination, no, it will not allow me. Now if I type the correct password, open 123 and I will hit enter, it says access granted. Okay, so now let's understand loop with the break statement. So I have taken this example of for loop. Okay, so what I am doing is I am running a loop for 10 times, but what I have added a condition here. The condition is when I is equals to 5, I want to break this loop. I do not want to proceed further. Okay, so break we use when we do not want to proceed after a particular condition and we want to terminate the loop. Okay, then we use the break condition. So in this scenario, it will run for 1, 2, 3, 4, but when it will come 5, then it will break the loop and it will not print anything after that. Okay, let me execute it. Okay, so now you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it is not executing after that. Okay, you can change it to like 8, 7. Okay, now it will execute till 6, then it will not execute for 7 and then it will break the complete loop. Okay, now you can see it is running till 6. Now comes the other one is continue. So what continue does is in the break scenario we are terminating the complete loop if certain condition meet, but in continue if certain condition fulfill, then we want only skip that part of loop. Like for fifth, only for 7th iteration I want to skip this code, but for other iteration I want the code to execute. Okay, so I want 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I do not want 7, but I want 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so that's then in that scenario we use continue statement. Okay, so now if I play it, you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it skipped 7 and then 8 and 9. So that's how we use break and continue with our loops. So the for loop are safe to use, but when you are working with the while loop, you have to be very careful, because if this condition never became false, then this piece of code that you have written inside that while loop will run for infinite time, and it will eat all your memory. You will get out of memory errors and exceptions. Okay, so very careful when you are using the while loop in your code. So that was all about the video. So in the next video, we will discuss about list and dictionaries in Python. Thank you.